Hi there, this is Eitan, and today I'm going to make a short pro and cons review on the ZT350. First of all, I want to thank Avi, who gave me this knife for a review. I was holding it, I think, almost for a month and didn't do nothing, and he is patient, so thank you, Avi. I really appreciate that. So a bit of technical specs. So we have here assisted flipper by ZT, designed by Ken Onion. The blade is a recurve with sort of a spear drop point, depending on who you're asking. The blade thickness is around 3 millimeters. The grind is very high. Thumb stud, the steel is S30VN, designed by Ken Onion. The liners are from stainless steel with G10 textured scales. The pocket clip is not the original, it is a custom deep carry pocket clip. And did I miss anything? Assisted flipper, yeah. No, I don't think that I missed anything critical. I'm gonna talk about the weight a bit later. So what we see here is a chubby, beefy knife, bit fatty as width, and it's supposed to be sort of a EDC, hard use EDC, something like that. So the advantages of this model. First of all, size comparison, and then the advantage and disadvantage. So this is the ZT 0562 CF, a bit similar. It's look like they stretched it a bit. We have here the PM2. The PM2 is even a bit longer. We have here the PM3, and let's finish with something smaller, Benchmade Mini Grip 2. So as we see, it's not a big knife as length, but it's a bit, as I said, chubby. So let's go to the advantages. First of all, this knife it's going to be a good slicer. We have a 3mm blade, very wide blade, very high grind. So as you see, it can be a very good slicer. And it has also a strong tip. So blade design is for slicing, cutting, stuff like that. I think it will be very, very good. A good performer, so no doubt about that. And S30V steel, it's gonna work well. Now we have also, it's not a, just a second. Oh, good. Well, it's not a sharpening choil, but we see that the blade is designed, the primary bevel is designed that it will be easy to sharpen with no issues of scratching all this area. But it has other issues with sharpening, which I'll regard a bit later. The stopping pin, or the thumb stud, is not in the cutting path. As you see, it's very, very close to the handles, so it works pretty well, unless you go like that. But it's okay. It's okay. It's not like they put it over here. It's okay. So it's good. The tip, as I said, is strong. The G10 textured is not too aggressive. I mean, it will eventually tear up your pockets, but not as fast as other G10s. I mean, it's grippy, and it's kind of gentle grippy, as I can refer it like that. You can see it. I'll zoom in, you see. Doesn't seem too aggressive. I've seen worse, let's just say that. Okay. Good. And the final thing that I found as a good advantage is its very flexibility as you want to mount it. I mean, you can have an option to put the pocket clip tip up carry, tip down carry, left or right, and you don't see it on every knife. So that's very nice. So this is the pros of this knife. Now, what are the cons? Well, one of its biggest cons is its weight. It weighs around almost 6 ounces. I'm sorry, my digital weight just died, and I need to buy new batteries, so I'm going to use this simple weight, you can see that this is weighs almost 6 ounces, which is a lot for us, for an EDC pocket knife this size. For a comparison, let's take the PM2. Okay, now look at the difference. Just a second. Okay. Look at that, and look at that. There's a lot of difference here. Okay, so it's not something you should take lightly. Lightly. So take that under consideration. It's one heavy ZT. Okay, now as a design, it's a bit fat in the pocket. I mean, it's big. You will feel it in the pocket, you will feel it in waist, and you feel it because it's a bit wide, and you have this flipper tab, so it's gonna be a mess in your pocket. You have to take it under consideration also. Now, as regarding to if you want to disassemble it, maintain it, etc., it's not easy. It's just an assisted flipper. Now, assisted, I think, it's something that less and is used in the pocket knife today, because there are a lot of people use, a lot of makers use bearings, or just making the knife as good that you can flip it with bronze washers or even with Teflon washers. So the assisted thing is just gonna make things very hard and complicated to disassemble, assemble, and I think it's unnecessary today. Now it's very hard to sharpen. Okay, we have a recurve here, and it's not easy. And I'm a professional sharpener, and I hate to do that. It's annoying. You can do it with a guided system. You can do it if you have a belt sander, of course, but it's annoying. Okay, it's not. Let's talk about the everyday person. It's annoying. This is how I sum it. And the last thing, that the finish on the liners, the edges a bit, they can be rounded more. Not as bad here, but I think they should put attention here, where you open on the spring, where you open the knife and close the knife, because you feel it a bit, so it's annoying. So the final conclusion: this knife cost around $140. I seen in multiple sites and Amazon and stuff like that. For $140, if you want a hard use EDC knife, you have other options, cheaper, lighter, okay, with same steel, from less one than cold steel Recon 1, and if you want something more gentle, then you can take I don't know, Spyderco paramilitary 2. It's not as hard use as this, or you could take other ZTs. I mean, there is a problem, because if you take a knife and make it smaller, I think you should reduce the weight also. It weighs like a bigger knife, so I think it's a miss here. It's not a bad knife as design and materials and fit and finish. It's a good knife, but it's a bit heavy. So if you like ZT350 or ZT and you collect them and you have a thing for it, okay, go and take it. But if you're looking for something more, as I say, you're not looking for a ZT, you're looking for a knife at this budget that can do A, B, C, D, you have a lot of other options out there. So I hope it helped someone, and have a great day. Bye.